Coming up on today's show, we go through some helpful advice to aid you in buying your first ride-on car. We show you some great features included in our RiiRoo ride-on cars. We will also show you what to look out for, and we will be answering any questions you may have.
Hello all, we'd like to welcome you to the very first episode of the RiiRoo Show. My name is Vatan.
My name is Des.
And I'm Ross.
And in today's episode, we're going to take you through some helpful advice, what to look out for when buying a ride-on car, as well as some accessories that you can get with these ride-on cars. So Des, do you mind introducing what the show is going to be about?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So the reason why we've started this show is we want to give our customers some advice on how to purchase a ride-on toy from us, and also answer any questions as well. It's not something we're looking to do just the once, we're looking to do it for quite a few weeks and months going forward. So we're really, really excited that you joined us today, and hopefully you'll join us for other ones as well later on. So Vatan, if you could just tell us a little bit about our mission.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Well, our mission statement really is we're looking to take kids outdoors, even if it takes 12 volts to do it. It's an internal joke. What it does actually mean is we're just looking to get kids out on the outdoors again. We used to be out and about as kids, playing football
Absolutely.
and what have you. So yeah, we're just looking to bring exciting products that actually get kids outdoors again. And Des, do you mind just taking our audience through what is a ride-on toy? Because
Yeah.
for most customers, I presume this is a brand new thing. They've never seen them before. Really,
Absolutely,
so.
yeah. So basically, with the ride-on toy, these are toys obviously for kids,
Yeah.
and we have several, but we mostly concentrate on battery-operated ones. So there's a battery in them, and they can use them. But we've also, definitely at RiiRoo anyway, we've got some new ones which are push ones, where children can obviously push the actual car or toy along and actually use those as well. But what I will say that the battery-operated ones are our most popular ones as well. So.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So Vatan, if you could just obviously tell us why we need to buy one.
Well, Xboxes and PlayStations are out of stock, so you've got ride-on cars instead. But no, in all seriousness, as I alluded to earlier, they're the perfect product to give you peace of mind for at least an hour. You can put this in the garden and your kids will have an absolute blast with them. But more importantly than that, it teaches them eye coordination, hand-to-eye coordination, as well as teaches them to share, really, because if you've got more than one kid at home, then they would want to really use this. I mean, just seeing their the happy faces when they see this is absolutely incredible. So yeah, the perfect product for the garden at the very, very least.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what I will say is they come in different formats as well. So
Sure.
regarding the voltage, for example, they come
Yeah.
in 6 volt, 12 volt, 24, and also 36 as
Yeah.
well. So there's a wide range. Regarding the batteries,
Yeah.
the actual voltage doesn't make it makes a small difference to the actual speed of the vehicle,
Sure.
but it's not the main thing basically.
Yeah.
So it generally makes them a lot more efficient if you go up in voltage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some models, so just to add to that, some 24 models do go a lot faster than the equivalent 12 or 6 volt, but that is because of the motors. So some 24 volt models that we do actually have much more powerful motors, and that's where the speed increases are. But let's just go back to what is the difference between licensed versus unlicensed ride-on cars?
Yeah, sure. So you
Because-
want to go through the features? Yeah, that's no problem at all. So.
Yeah.
License and a license is actually quite a very popular question that we get here at RiiRoo.
Yeah.
A lot of our customers are asking us what are the differences between license and license. It confuses them. So hopefully I can explain it here. It's quite straightforward. License basically means we've got the manufacturer's agreement and approval that we can actually use their badges just here,
Yeah.
the stickers, and also the general styling of the vehicle. But an unlicensed one, you won't actually find the actual manufacturer's badges or stickers on there, but the car looks very, very similar to the actual licensed ones.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So it's just designed rather than, so it's not basically,
Yeah, so you want to talk more about the features as well, Vatan, should we?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll carry on, no problem at all. So yeah, one of the main things that people don't realise as well is that the vehicles have opening doors. Not all of them, but some of them have opening doors. This particular one has what we call scissor doors, and it actually goes up like that. But most of them actually open out that way, so it's not actually that sort of scissor action.
It's like a gull wing door, basically. Yeah.
And some of them got either a button or like a little latch to actually open it as well.
Absolutely. Is there any extras that our customers are to look out for? I mean, these have got media centers in there, so maybe you can actually take them through what the media centers
Absolutely,
are.
yeah, quite happy to do that. Yeah, so again, not all of them, but some of them have media centers, and just double check if you go on our website, check on the description just to see if it does have a media center, because not all of them do. This particular one, and we forgot to say that actually, this is a Bentley EXP12, so it's one of our most popular ones. It's actually flying out at the moment, but this particular one has so many features. The media player, basically you've got preset songs on there, so if you haven't got your own music and you want to use the actual the music that's actually comes with the car, it's actually got preset ones, so you can actually play those. Additionally, if you wanted to play your own music, we've got a USB stick. Again, you don't need to purchase this one from us, you can use your own, but we do have a pre-formatted one just here, and they're quite easy. All you need to do is just download the music on there, and then once you've actually put it into the actual vehicle just there, again, you can actually play your songs through the USB stick as well.
So I presume you just transfer them from a computer onto the USB stick.
Yeah, just like you would with any other information you're going to put on the USB stick.
Beautiful. In regards to Bluetooth, some models have Bluetooth connectivity, so our customers can actually transfer or play music wirelessly.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's the other option.
This is a new thing to RiiRoo now, so maybe you can take our customers through.
Yeah, sure. So if you've got a Bluetooth enabled device, maybe like your phone, you can actually plug this into the car, into the XP12, and you can literally just pair it up like you would do any other Bluetooth device, and literally you can play again music through that. So you wouldn't have to use the USB stick. It just plays via the actual Bluetooth, and this is something that's new in at the moment. And again, it's doing really well.
From your feedback, a lot of customers are so happy that this is available now.
Sure.
And next, we also get some questions in regards to remote controls.
In fact, it's probably one of the most popular questions we get actually is the remote control. Again, I will stress, and you're going to probably hear me say this a lot, not all of the cars have a remote control. The vast majority of ones that we sell at RiiRoo do, so just make sure when you're actually looking to purchase a ride-on car, if you want a remote control with it, that it comes with it. The great thing about our one is it allows you to override the controls, because what a lot of parents don't realise is when the child gets into the vehicle, they can actually steer this themselves. But if you wanted to take control for whatever reason, these controls here on the remote control will actually override, just to make sure that the kid's safe as well.
Yeah, fair enough. And just to add on to this, so RiiRoo are the only company in the UK that have switched exclusively to 2.4G remote controls.
Well, that sounds quite technical.
It does, yeah. What that means, to break it down, compared to the old technology, is you're not going to get any conflicts. So, for example, if you're in the park and there's another vehicle out there, then you're not going to get... you're not going to take over another car, basically. So the 2.4G, not only does it increase the distance you can control the cars with, but it also is a lot safer by not causing conflicts.
So when we first started then, the vast majority of the remote controls weren't the 2.4, they were the older version.
No, they were the older version, and from customer feedback, we actually made the switch exclusively to 2.4G because we had a lot of queries of why are we not able to control our car, or someone else isn't controlling our car. So from a lot of trial and error, we decided to actually switch to 2.4G. And besides, what the really, other than the two benefits that I mentioned, the best one is the absolute, where you can basically kill all controls in the car by just pressing a button. There's this P button in this particular remote. Some of other remotes have it elsewhere. But what this means is as soon as you press this button here, all controls will be disabled in the vehicle.
Brilliant.
So if they're driving somewhere where you don't want them to, all you do is just press that button and
Brilliant.
they can't control it anymore. So very, very, very good.
Fantastic.
We really love this. Just to keep going on in
Yeah,
terms
sure.
of the features, there's another question we get a lot is what is the difference between grip mods and soft EVA tires?
Right, okay, yeah. So that is a question we do get a lot. You're right. So on this particular model, this is the Bentley EXP12. It basically comes with what we call soft EVA tires, and basically it's a very, very soft plastic. Okay, whereas the grip mods ones are all plastic, but it has like a little rubber strip running through the middle.
Yeah.
Now, arguably, a lot of our customers prefer the soft EVA wheels, but your child will enjoy whichever tires they actually go for. All right.
Absolutely. And yes, the other benefit to soft EVA tires, we get a lot of questions. Can I use this in wooden flooring inside the house?
Yeah, and this is perfect. To be honest
This,
with you.
yeah. So the EVA tires is what you're looking for that use case. But even the grip mods does have a little strip of rubber in there. So, but this will be a lot grippier.
Absolutely.
In those surfaces, really.
And also has this particular model has the soft leather style seats as well.
Sure.
And I think from memory as well, we're making the transition to try and get as many of our cars with this little leather seat as well.
So what's going to happen is over the next few months, you'll be able to choose whether you want the leather seat or not. So as you're checking out, you'll get the option to choose whether you want the seat. So yeah, we're going to try and make sure that the majority of our ride-ons actually do come with a leather seat, but we want to give you the choice whether you want it or not. Because if you don't want to pay for it and you're happy with the plastic seat, well, the choice should really be yours. There's no point bumping up the price.
Not at all.
If they don't want
And I'll tell you what, mate, what our customers really love about it, if I go to the on and off switch here, what they really love is the start-up engine sounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another little feature as well, if we can turn this around just a little bit so you can see. Again, the lights, he has front and back lights, okay?
Yeah.
What I will say as well is just double check, because not all the cars have lights and not all of them have front and back ones.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the ones that we sell do, but just double check again in the description whether they come with, they come with lights as well.
Absolutely. And if you could hold on there for a second, what Des was trying to explain with the gull wing doors, if I open them, because this is the perfect shot for it, as you can see, you've got like Lamborghini doors, really. This model is absolutely spot on.
This particular one actually comes in black and white.
Yeah.
We've been selling it for a few years in black and white, and we've just had the introduction of this green and purple painted. Actually, I don't actually. You want to talk about the painted?
Yeah. So if we can get Ross to switch quickly to the overhead camera, so I can line this up. Basically, this one is actually painted. It's painted in British Racing Green. It's very hard to tell over the stream, but you can see little flakes on it, and it looks absolutely incredible. So some of our models do come in a painted finish. You can check our feature list for that, but yeah, like you say, this is British Racing Green, and it looks absolutely.
And it's really pop. In fact, we're nearly sold out of this as well. So it's started selling so well, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it? If you just look at it, it looks absolutely incredible.
Another popular thing, another popular feature as well is. The vast majority of our cars have a safety seat belt.
Yeah.
So you've got a few. You either got a lap belt. This particular one is a 3-point harness, okay? But you also can get ones that have a 5-point harness as well.
Yeah.
What I will say is, it doesn't matter which one you get, they will all keep your child safe. So please don't worry about that. But this particular one comes with a 3-point harness.
Yeah. And just to expand on that, in case you're wondering, well, which harness is better, for slightly older kids, a lap belt is absolutely fine. They don't go that fast to require anything more. However, for the younger ones, you're looking for a 3-point to a 5-point harness. If you really want to secure them in the vehicle, then that's what you're looking for. Again, a lot of time and effort has gone into making sure our feature list is complete. So please check. We do specify what type of seat belt our ride-ons come with. So yeah, just to go into that. And anything else that we should cover for this model?
Yeah, I mean, again, one of the main questions we get is, does it come as it is? Does it come in a nice box and it come like this? I would say, fortunately and unfortunately, it does come where you need to assemble it, all right?
Pre-packed,
yeah, it comes pre-assembled.
Pre-packed.
Pre-packed, sorry. So, but what I will say is, if you're the sort of person that doesn't want to put it together, we do offer an assembly service as well, all right? And if you want to do that, when you're actually going through the checkout, all you need to do is purchase the car as normal, and you will get the option if you want us to assemble it as well. But it will come, all the parts will come separate.
Beautiful. Another question that I think we get a lot is the blemishes. So what should, I mean, some people say, why do I have some blemishes in the car? Maybe you want to take our customers through why that is?
Yeah, sure. I'll be honest with you, and it doesn't matter where you actually purchase your car from, which retailer, all the cars will come with some certain sort of blemishes, and that's just part of the manufacturing process, okay? Yeah. So when you unpack it for the first time, you see a few blemishes, don't worry, it is part of the manufacturing process, and it is what it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's all cost saving. If you wanted an absolute perfect finish, then you're not going to get them for that price range. Painting is the hardest bit to actually do. Yeah. So what I would say is, on the painted models, you're not going to get as many blemishes as you would get in straight mold colors. So yeah, these won't have as many marks, but you should still expect a few here and there.
And again, it's something we're getting a lot more of, obviously, is this painted colour as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
We're getting a lot more of those sort of models in. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Anything else in terms of the charging time? We get a bit on that.
Yeah. It's we laugh. It's a funny one, but it is one that is quite serious actually. But the charging times, what I would say is, and I need to be a bit careful here. We don't recommend one charging overnight. But initially, when you first get the car, what we recommend is to actually go through the actual instruction booklet just to double check how long you need to charge it. And I think I'm safe in saying this. Most of us guys just like to dive in and start putting the car together without looking at instructions. But please, I recommend that you do read the instructions first and just double check the actual charging time. On average, what would you say it's about 8 hours, give or take, on most of the cars?
Depending on the battery voltage, you're looking anywhere between 8 to probably 12, 14 hours. Again, it's very dependent on the battery size that you've got in there, so please refer to the instructions. But yeah, I'd say about 8, 12, 14 hours, somewhere around there.
And we're coming up to a festive period at the moment as well, Vatan. So I think what a lot of customers are doing is they're getting their toys and not knowing when to charge them, not knowing whether they should just charge them just before they start wrapping them. Yeah. I don't know, what advice would you give them for that?
So yeah, it's very simple really. Do not put them in storage for longer than 3 weeks without giving them a charge. As soon as the battery terminal is connected, you need to regularly charge them regardless of whether they're being used or not. The batteries are not awfully expensive, but if we can prolong the life, well, it would actually be beneficial to all of us, including our planet.
Absolutely.
So what I would say is, if you're getting it for a Christmas present, you can leave it for up to 3 weeks without the battery terminal connected. However, after 3 weeks, we do recommend you connect it and give it a full charge. Okay, that is crucial. We cannot stress that enough. If you do plan to put this away for storage, long-term storage, again, same thing applies every 3 weeks. So before you put it in storage, disconnect the terminal from the battery and then give it a charge every 3 to 4 weeks. And then it'll last you for years, really, as long as you maintain the battery. But if you don't and the battery tends to die, it's important to make you aware that the batteries are not covered under the warranty. Keep that in mind, and please follow the instructions and make sure you keep it topped up. The
good thing about it is as well, if you don't mind me saying, Ratan, is we do offer some additional extras as well. So if you did actually have some problems with the battery, we do sell an extra warranty, a battery warranty as well. So if you ever have any issues, you can just give us a call within the year, and obviously we can get that sorted out for you with an additional battery.
Absolutely.
Gives them peace of mind as well.
And even if you don't purchase the warranty for the battery, you can actually go and buy these directly from our website. We do have quite a range of batteries that you can choose for these ride-ons. What I would say is if you're not sure which battery you need to go for, feel free to get in touch with customer service and they'll be able to advise you a lot further.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we should cover in terms of battery and charging?
I think that's it for now. Obviously, this is the first show, so we don't want to, overdo it, give you too much information.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I will say is, in the future shows, and hopefully you can, if you're watching this on YouTube at the moment, subscribe and hit the bell notification. So as soon as we go live, you guys will basically get a notification that we're actually live as well, so you don't miss anything. Because in the next weeks and the next few months, obviously this is our first one, but we've got a lot more great content coming up. We're going to show you lots of different cars. We're also going to show you a lot of our new products as well. So guys, if you're interested, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then you'll get notified as soon as we go live. Absolutely. Or upload a new video.
Yeah. Now, I think, Ross, do you have any questions? Let's switch back to Ross real quick.
Yeah, thanks, Vatan. So we haven't actually got anything in the live chat at the moment, but there are a few questions that we do have quite regularly emailed into us. If I'll just get those put up on screen. So the first question that does come up quite often is, does RiiRoo deliver abroad? And we do deliver to Europe, usually on a 3-day service, 3 to 5 days we say, obviously just because of the distance from here and to Europe. So we do deliver abroad. Unfortunately, we don't deliver to the US, which is that we get a lot of questions asking if we do deliver to the US. But in the UK, we do deliver next day, and the beauty of that is that you could order your parcel before 2 p.m. and you'll actually have it the next day. There is a few postcodes that don't come under this rule, and there will be a charge, but we will notify you of that, so there's no problem there. Another FAQ that we do have that Des actually did cover was asking whether the cars do come assembled and how difficult is the assembly. So the time of the assembly does actually vary from car to car. There's no specific time frame in how long it takes to assemble one to the other. So unfortunately, the cars do not come assembled at all, but they are fairly simple to put together. We do actually have a large amount of videos on our YouTube channel now, and we actually have a playlist of pretty much our whole range where we show you how to assemble the car step by step. We've had a few people say that the videos do go quite fast, but the aim of the videos is so that you actually pause it as you go along. If we were to do a 30-minute assembly, I'm sure you guys would be really bored by the end of it. So we wanted to make the process fast and speedy so that it benefits you guys. Another question that is quite a common one that we get quite regularly is, do number plates come as an option with your ride-on car? So we've actually allowed our website to take these orders. They're basically completely free. When you go to order your car, you can actually add a flag and a personalised name up to 9 normal characters, and that comes in the box with your car. Unfortunately, it's not stuck on the car, so this is something that you will have to do yourself. And due to testing that we're currently doing at the moment, not all number plates will fit the recess on the car. And the reason is that we've taken a size that fits generally across our range, and should it not fit, then you can modify that yourself with a pair of scissors or something just to get the size right. But it's something that we are trialling and trying to do from car to car, but it's something that will come in the future, so don't worry too much about that. Obviously, talking about battery voltages, another question that we do get asked quite often is that the battery doesn't last as long as advertised. So why is this? The reason is that if you do use a car on different surfaces such as grass, uphill, wet tarmac, it's going to have an impact on the battery, because it needs that juice in the battery to go across that difficult terrain. So that's why your battery won't last quite as long. If you can imagine your car going up an incline, it's going to need more power going through the battery for it to get up that incline. So that's one of the reasons as to why sometimes the battery doesn't last as long as advertised. If you feel like there is a problem with your car and it isn't lasting as long as it should on normal terrain, then feel free to get in touch with our customer service where they will help you and guide you with that, because there might be something that's not quite right or something that hasn't been assembled correctly that could be producing that sort of problem. And finally, the last question that I've got here is how long and how much is delivery? So we actually aim for next day delivery to most UK postcodes, and it's completely free. It's next working day, so unfortunately we don't actually deliver at weekends as of yet. So if you order before 2 p.m. in the afternoon, you should receive your car the next working day. Like I say, if you do have any issues with this, then feel free to get in contact with us. But that is what we aim to do, which is, cut above the rest, if I may say so myself. So that's basically the FAQ, guys. So shall we cut back to you? That's okay, no problem.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up now, but just to let you guys know what we've got coming up in the future for us. We're working on some t-shirts. So hopefully over the next couple of months, you'll be able to add a matching t-shirt to the order. As well as, I've mentioned this earlier, but we're looking to switch most of our ride-on range to be leather seats. Again, you'll get the option for that at checkout, so you can purchase that separately. We don't want to bump up the price for no reason. And yeah, anything else? There's that.
Not at the moment. I think, like I said, we've got some more shows coming up. So if you do have any questions, just leave your questions in the comments. And after this live stream or later on, if you have any questions, we can answer those in the comments for you. Or if you're an existing customer, if you and you want to get in touch with us, obviously email us is probably the best way, I would say.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.